All right, shalom, shalom. We're the real Hebrew Israelites coming day in and day out to prophesy the downfall of Babylon the Great, which is America. First off and foremost, all praises, honor, and glory be unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Makar Kadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, and salutations to the elect, wherever you may be. And I'm going to hop straight into this, man. There's only one way in this truth. There's only one doctrine, all right? There's only one body of prophets, all right? There's only one body of Hamashiach. There's only one word, all right? And there's a certain way you have to come into that, all right? So a lot of you young guns, you that got your guns blazing with vain glory, all right? Thinking you're a big shot. Hey, a lot of you guys are just filled up with pride, man. All right? Because if you know the scriptures, you'll understand that there's an order within the body of Hamashiach. All right? There's nobody being self-willed, so on and so forth. Oh, I'll go out and preach by myself. I'll do this. The body always worked together. Even when you go into the ancient days, Samuel, he had a company of prophets. You know what you call that? A camp. All right? And no, it's not about camps. It's about the doctrine. But listen, the one camp of the elect is going to have the same doctrine. And then you can do the process of elimination. Look at all these camps out here. And you tell me who doctrine actually fits. All right? This is John 10:1. Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that entereth in not by the door into the sheepfold, but climbeth up another way, the same is a thief and a robber. And this was, we use this for Esau, but hey, this was going into you Israelites, man. Straight up. Trying to go about your own righteousness, man. That's the same thing, going up another way. All right? You got to enter in by the door. All right? It says, to him the porter openeth. Who's the porter? You go look up the word porter, it means a doorkeeper. All right? That's the prophets, the men that stand upon the watchtowers, that watch the gates. All right? What did King David said? He said, I'd rather be a doorkeeper, man. All right? And Yahushua actually gave him that key when you go into Peter. All right? But nonetheless, we are those doorkeepers, man. We have to show you the way to Yahushua, man. Spirit ain't about to come down here. I got it. I'm an Israelite. This means this. No, y'all going off on. No, it don't work like that. That's not the first principles of the oracle of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. The scriptures tells you what's the first principles of the oracles of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. What's the oracles? All these prophecies, these writings, the word. All right? But there's a principle to it. The first principle is what? You need to be taught. You have to. A lot of you niggas are too prideful to say, you know what, I don't know that. Let me humble down. Scripture says, when you come into the house of the Lord, be ready to hear more than to speak, and give the sacrifice to fools, man. So when the man of the Lord is trying to break things down for you and give you understanding, and you just don't get it, listen, you just don't get it. You pray to the Lord for understanding. But once you get the scoffing and saying, oh, that's off and this and that, nigga, fuck you, you know? And we try to be patient with Jake. And, I had a little episode with a nigga that's been so-called into it for 2 years. Well, he knows he's been an Israelite for 2 years. But as far as, some of the doctrine, he ain't half right. From the virgin birth to certain things on reincarnation. And the thing is, certain things we don't, especially when you're a newcomer, we don't just dive straight into. Because Paul said what? I have given you milk, not meat, because you ain't able to bear the meat. So when you start asking about the meat and you want to know the meat, then you get the meat and you choke on it, Now we going off because you don't know how to swallow it. You don't know how to digest it. It's too deep for you. Deal with the milk. But a lot of you puke on the milk also, man. Listen, if you know you're Hebrew Israelite and you know Yahweh Shem Yahushai, the Lord either woke you up for one or two reasons. Either you part of the elect or you extremely wicked. Because these average, regular two-third niggas in the world, they just two-third niggas in the world, man. All right? But you niggas that's of the circumcision to know, and you scoff certain parts of the truth, and you're going to be held at a higher accountability. You're going to get many stripes. Okay? To him the portal openeth, and the sheep hear his voice. And he calleth his own sheep by name and leadeth them out. Okay? So that's the order, man. Let's get some more. Hebrews 5 and 12. And then you ask a nigga this question. And you know what? The Lord really got these niggas blinded out here, man. There's no other way to put it. A lot of these niggas, especially these young guns, these proudful ass niggas that really think they know something, they out of their goddamn mind. Because you ask them a question and they can't fucking get it. They go about their own fucking righteousness, man. All right? It says, for when the time ye ought to be teachers, ye have need that one teach you again, which be the first principles of the oracles of Yahweh. So you may have a nigga that say, oh, the Spirit gonna teach me. All right? You have no need for a man to teach you. Or he'll say, what was the other one? I forget the other one. But the same, I believe it was 1 Corinthians 8 and 2. But they always say that. But they gotta understand, there was only certain men that were actually taught by the Spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. You had the angel with Moses, all right? You had Paul and Yahushai, okay? And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it, all right? But even those men within themselves, Paul was taught by who? Gamaliel, all right? It was still an order to that, okay? It says, and this, I'm going to prove to you that this ain't talking about the actual Spirit, all right? It says, which should be the first principles of the oracles of Yahweh, and are such that have need of milk and not strong meat. All right, this is part of the first principle. Worry about the milk, not the strong meat, because you ain't able to handle the meat, all right? And it says what? For everyone that useth milk is unskillful in the word of righteousness. All right, so to be skilled, you got to know the milk, the meat. You got to be seasoned. You got to be able to discern between good and evil. But when you a babe and you just know the milk, you're unskillful in the word. But then you tell a nigga that's only been in it for 2 years that, how you know I can't teach you? All right, nigga, we seen this before. You a demon, man. Me, I only been in it for 9 going on 10 years. All right? So imagine the degree the elders are at, how many things they've came in and seen, how much experience they have. Then you know you'll give the nigga this description in Sirach about a man that's well-traveled. And listen, you know why these niggas don't get the scriptures? Because they're blinded. Their spirit can't compute with it. The Lord didn't give them that understanding, man. All right? No matter how many precepts you go upon precept with these niggas, they ain't gonna get it. It says, for he is a babe, but strong meat belongeth to them that are of full age. Even, now how do you become a full age? Let's find out. Even those who by reason of use, that's called experience. All right? Reason of use. Use, because when you go through that use phase, that's you getting that experience. Let's say, yeah, the coach used me for the second half to play quarterback. But guess what? Now you got that experience. Now, hey, you starting the next game. Okay, he did pretty good. All right, he ready for the next level. So on and so forth, man. So you get that, you gain that experience, man. It says, have their senses exercised. There go that experience. Exercised to discern both between good and evil. Just like the Malachi say, Him that serveth the Lord and him that serveth him not, man. All right? So that's how these things go. All right? You have elders. Listen, whoever got the truth, and I'm just saying this candidly, whoever got the truth has elders. Ain't no nigga out here just, oh no, we dealing with the Lord, we ain't got no teeth. Or a nigga will say, oh, we got one elder, he's in he stay in Europe or somewhere like that. That's an insider. Stupidest shit I ever heard. But nonetheless, they had elders back then. Why wouldn't they have it today? The elders back then all agreed on one doctrine. Same way you have certain elders today that agrees on one doctrine. All right? And we know the doctrine, man. All right? You got niggas that believe in Yahweh Shem Yahshua but don't believe in the mark of the chip. You got niggas that believe Esau can make it or the heathens can make it. You got Israelites that believe in the virgin birth, so on and so forth, man. Israelites that don't believe in certain miracles, the chariots, all types of shit. Babylon the Great ain't... Obviously, them niggas ain't got it. So let's deal with the guys that do have it. Process of elimination. That's what it boils down to, man. All right? So, hey, if you don't want to come up this way in the truth, as Hebrews 5:12 is telling us, then you're a fucking thief. You're a robber, man. Straight up. This is 1 Timothy 4:14. Neglect not the gift that is given unto thee, which is in thee, Salakia, which is given thee by prophecy. Ooh, by prophecy. So this gift was given to you by prophecy. Through what? Through what? With the laying on the hands of the presbytery, which is the body of the elders. All right? Meditate upon these things, give thyself wholly unto them, that thy profiting may appear to all. Take heed unto thyself and unto the doctrine. Oh, no, doctrines. No, I'm going to listen to this camp, mix and mingle, splash and dash. No, that ain't how it fucking works, man. All right? Continue in them. All right? A lot of you, especially you niggas that's been in for like 2 years, man, and I'm talking about you niggas that's scoffing, man. All right? You niggas have no fucking idea what you're even learning about, man. Okay? It says take heed unto them, man. Continue in them. All right? Unto the doctrine. But a lot of you guys like to mix certain things so it can appease your spirit. That's off, man. Yeah, you niggas don't know shit, man. It says continue in them. For in doing this, thou shalt save thyself in them that hear thee. So there's another cut. In them that hear thee. How are they going to hear the truth? From you. Because obviously you're teaching them. There's an order, man. All right. Aha. 2 Timothy 3:14. But continue in the things which thou hast learned and hast been assured of, knowing whom thou hast learned them. And the niggas say, oh, well, how you know that? How you know that? You ain't Peter. You ain't, that's what a nigga loves to go through. All right? Because, I gave him the scripture. All right, Peter said he had a more sure word of prophecy. He said, we have a more sure word of prophecy. Who was Peter talking about? Not only himself, the whole body of the elect. Yes, nigga, we do have a more sure word. Yes, in layman terms, we do know more than you. But that's according to the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahshua. That's not us boasting. That's us trying to teach you. But if you ain't humble enough to bow your ear and listen and understand, fuck you, dude. See your ass on the other side. I hate a nigga that don't like order, man. It says, let all things be done decently in order. A nigga will quote that night and day, but then you give him the Hebrews 5, and then, oh, well, buffer. Nigga ain't got shit to say. He'll never answer the goddamn question, man. All right? And I said, whoever got the truth have elders, man. Scripture says you should see your teachers face to face. We see our teachers. You niggas only been in it for 2 years. Who's your elders? Who you learn from? Oh, well, I watch this camp. I watch that camp. All right, babal, nigga. That's a lot of confusion because now you're mixing and matching. All right? And the scripture says what? Mark them that cause offenses according to the doctrine. What does What did Yahushua tell the disciples? Beware of the Pharisees' leaven. So beware of their damn doctrine. You can't be mixing and matching and shit out here, man. Now, if it's sound doctrine, then it's sound. Some of you Israelites got certain things right, but it makes your whole doctrine wrong when you got one little thing wrong in that doctrine. The whole doctrine is off. It's like you telling 99% of the truth, but that 1% is a lie. That makes the whole thing a lie. All right? Even though it may be some truth in there, but it makes the whole doctrine as a whole a fucking lie. Because it's not wholesome words. It's not sound doctrine. Okay? 1 Titus 1:5. For this cause I have left thee in Crete, that thou shalt set in order the things that are the things that are wanting, and ordain elders in every city as I have appointed thee. Ain't nothing more I really need to say. Ain't nothing new under the sun. The same things they did back then, we have established today. But Jake don't want to, and like I said, it ain't about coming into a camp. It's about the doctrine. Now, eventually, you'll become a part of the camp if you want to or not. But you better listen to that doctrine, because that doctrine is what makes you a part of the body of Hamashiach. You niggas been out for 2 years. Y'all ain't been out preaching. You know why? Because deep down inside, you don't know this book, man. Niggas like that I want to smack. Fuck out of here, man. Straight up. It should be, the pride that drips off some of you niggas is ridiculous, man. Why is Earth actually so proud, man? A lot of you guys are pieces of shit. Now let's get this example out of Nehemiah, because the people that actually understood, when you read chapter 8, there were people that had understanding. But check out this, Nehemiah 8:8. So they read the book of the law of Yahweh distinctly and gave the sense and caused them to understand the reading. So when you give the sense, when you cause them to get the understanding, you are teaching them. You're reading, I'm gonna give you an example. They're reading out the law. Okay, Exodus 19:9, this means this means that, in this certain situation, so on and so forth. That's how they was breaking it down. This is exactly how they was breaking it down, the same way we do today. All right? And Jake just be bugged out. Let's get another example. Acts 8:30-31. And Philip ran thither to him and heard him read the prophet Isaiah and said, look what he told him. Understand thou what thou readest? He said, how can I, except a man should guide me? Just teach me, man. Here this man is sitting in his chariot reading the scriptures, but he don't have understanding on this certain scripture. Did the Spirit come down and help him out? No. The Spirit sent a man with the Spirit of Hamashiach to help the brother out. He sent a prophet, a teacher. All right? And he desired Philip that he would come up and sit with him. So he was asking Philip's question, hey, can you come up here? Hey, help me out, break it down. But you give Jake these examples, their conscience is seared with a hot iron, man. Straight up. Ecclesiastes 5:1. Keep thy foot when thou goest into the house of Yahweh, and be more ready to hear than to give the sacrifice of fools. Because what them niggas want to do, they want to teach us, man. Well, no, that ain't how it's gonna work. Now, if what you say is right, it's right. But once you start going off, nigga, you going off. And you should be trying to learn, not trying to impart your wisdom on somebody else older than you. Especially if you ain't got it all the way, right? Now, yeah, we do learn certain things from younger brothers, you know? Hey, sometimes it work like that in the spirit. But when you off in your doctrine, nigga, obviously you don't know shit. So let me give you the sense and the understanding. Okay? It says, for they consider not they do evil. So niggas like that don't even know they doing evil. Be not rash with thy mouth, and let not thy heart be hasty to utter anything before Yahweh. Yeah. So you got these weird doctrines, you better fucking check your mouth. You better put your tongue in check, because that's a hard member to tame, like the scriptures say. All right, that's a bold member of the body. All right, for Yahweh hath in heaven and upon the earth, therefore let thy words be few. First Corinthians 3:1. And I, brethren, cannot speak unto you as spiritual. Now, certain things these guys want to know, some deep spiritual things. All right? But what did Paul say? But as unto carnal, even as unto babes, in Mashiach, I have fed you with milk and not with meat. For hitherto you were not able to bear it, neither are you now able. So now when you trying to get the meat and we're giving you precept upon precept, you can't understand it. You can't bear it. So now you want to scoff and buck up. Well, that's on you. That's on you. All right? Now you bugging out about some things you don't know. But guess what? Being 2 years in the truth, you should be trying to learn the milk anyway, because the milk leads into the meat. All right? And like Yahweh said, Mark 10:45, for even the Son of Man came not to be ministered unto, but to minister and to give his life for the ransom of many. Barakia. But hey, same with us. Hey, we're here to serve, man. No, yeah, by default we get served too, because hey, we're servants one to another. But nonetheless, we're here to serve, man. We ain't here to be taught by somebody who don't even have the full understanding. We're here to teach you the full understanding. All right? 1 Thessalonians 2:13. For this cause we thank Yahweh without ceasing, because you received the word of Yahweh, which you heard of us. Of us. No, through the Spirit, through the literal Spirit. No, it said through us. All right? Which you received it not as the words of men. So they didn't receive it like, okay, these just men talking. But as in truth. So as in the Spirit, like, no, these are spiritual words they giving us. All right? So you niggas, I camp this, I camp that. Listen, every camp ain't got it. I know that. But guess what? There are men of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua on this earth set up and dedicated to preaching the word and giving understanding unto the elect. The rest of you niggas just gonna fizzle out. All right, this is only about the elect. But what he says, hey, you received the words not as if they were of men, but as of truth. The word of Yahweh, which effectively worketh in you that believe. And key word, you that believe. Let every man be persuaded in his own way. Either he's gonna be persuaded in the right way or in the wrong way. But at the end of the day, the Lord got you either in a salvation bag or in the trick bag of destruction, man. All right. And so with that, hey, I pray this was edifying. I'm saying all praises, honor, and glory be unto Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Double honors to the elder apostles, a great millstone, and salutations to the elect, wherever you may be. Above the ball. And brothers, fight hard, man. We almost out of this thing, man. If you're getting weary, hey, get around your brothers. Hey, pray and get lifted back up in the spirit. That's why you gotta watch the videos. You gotta read. You gotta be around the brotherhood, man. All right. So with that, hey, shalom, peace to the elect.